In July 2025, social media was in turmoil after a controversial post by Outlander actor Sam Heughan. No longer the usual gentle, romantic image, this post had a completely different tone: frank, fierce and even. Somewhat disappointed, on his personal Instagram account with more than 4 million followers, Sam posted a new photo taken behind the scenes of the film being filmed. But what made the online community stir was the cryptic caption. "If you really appreciate the effort I put into my projects, leave a comment. Tell me that it means something. I need to know." Number emojis, no hashtags as usual, just a blunt statement, almost an emotional cry for help. Tornado. How did the online community react? Within 2 hours, the post had garnered nearly 900,000 likes and more than 110,000 comments. Fans from all over flocked to Sam's personal page with a range of emotions: confusion, sympathy, concern, and anger. One fan commented, "Sam, you have inspired millions of people. But are you okay? That statement breaks my heart." Another was more scathing: "If you are hurting because of the lack of interaction, what about us? We are always here, watching your every move." Some comments also worried that Sam was falling into a state of mental exhaustion, or depressed by the public's lackluster response to his recent personal projects. Clapperboard. Sensitive stage, when passion meets challenge. Sam Heughan, who was once loved for his role as Jamie Fraser in Outlander, has been making a big move in recent years, producing independent films, investing in his own whiskey brand, Sassenach Spirits, and releasing books, podcasts, and trying his hand at film roles outside his comfort zone. However, not all projects have been as successful as expected. Sam's most recent film, The Highland Reckoning, although carefully invested and full of personal narrative, received a rather cold response from critics. Many people said that the script lacked climax, was slow-paced, and was too serious for the general audience. This may explain why Sam posted such a direct article. A close friend of Sam's, who remains anonymous, told Entertainment Focus, "He's tired, not of not being famous, but of being overlooked for his creative efforts. He doesn't want to be remembered as Jamie Fraser. He wants to do more, and be understood for it." Cell phone. Behind the scenes, the truth comes out. According to a former publicist who has worked with Sam, the actor recently changed his social media team, with the goal of expressing himself more authentically. That means, every post since June has been written by Sam himself. There's no editing or censoring of marketing language. This also explains why his recent tone has been somewhat blunt, emotional, and even vulnerable. Sam himself said in a small talk show in Edinburgh, "I used to use social media as a promotional stage. Now, I want to turn it into a real bridge between me and the people who love me. But honestly, when the feedback is less, I start to wonder, where did I go wrong?" Fire. Rumors of internal rifts in Outlander and the pressure of being labeled as a role. Many people think that Sam is facing a personal image crisis. Although he has tried to renew himself in many projects, his name is still framed by the huge shadow of the character Jamie Fraser. Worse, recently, rumors of conflict between him and co-star Katrina Balfe, who used to be his strongest ally in the industry, have begun to spread. A source from the film crew revealed, Sam feels like he doesn't have the same connection as before. They rarely share work with each other anymore, and this coldness is hurting him more than people think. Humane reactions from fans and colleagues. After the shocking post, not only fans but also colleagues in the industry spoke out in support of Sam. Katrina Balfe, despite rumors of a breakup, still reposted a behind-the-scenes photo with a short but meaningful caption. "No need to prove anything. You are still the one who brings inspiration to every set, and every audience." Actor Graham McTavish, Sam's close friend and co-founder of the Sassenach brand, also wrote, "A true artist is always the one who doubts themselves the most. But Sam, you are not alone. And what you do is not meaningless. Compass overcoming the storm. Reshaping a new chapter. That same afternoon, Sam edited the old post, adding a final line, I'm fine. Sometimes, artists just need to hear that they're still on the right path. Thanks for all the messages. I read them all. This small gesture was enough to make the fan community breathe a sigh of relief. But clearly, the message Sam sent was not just a call for interaction, but the true words of an artist struggling to maintain their identity in a noisy world. A week has passed since Sam Heughan's shocking post, and the storm seems to have died down. But for those who have actually followed him, something has changed, not the artist, but the way people perceive the limits of a star. Sam is no longer the untouchable icon on screen or the eternally handsome man like Jamie Fraser. He is more human than ever, with the same yearnings for recognition, the same misjudged insecurities and the loneliness of an artist trying to step out of the shadow cast by his own success. And then, Sam Heughan made a surprising decision. Face mask a bold turn. I'm taking a year off from acting. Just days after the social media storm, Sam appeared in a short video shot in the Scottish countryside. No makeup, no studio lights. Just him, the grey sky and a heartbreakingly honest voice. I'm taking a year off from acting. This isn't a quit. I need time to regroup, to look at myself and figure out where I want to go next as an artist, not as a character. The announcement caused a stir among Outlander fans and Hollywood alike. On Twitter, the phrase, Sam Heughan is taking a break, quickly climbed to the top of global trends. Some regretted it, others respected his choice. Several celebrities such as Sophie Skelton, Tobias Menzies and Richard Rankin also spoke up to encourage Sam, affirming that sometimes taking a step back is the only way to come back stronger. Sparkles what Sam chose to do during his break. Instead of going to Los Angeles or on a lavish vacation, Sam returned to the small village in Dumfries and Galloway, where he grew up. There, he quietly built an arts community center for disadvantaged youth, hoping, this will be a place for young people like me, people who have creative ambitions but don't know where to start. Big announcement. No big funding. Sam invested his own money, taught a few sessions on acting, character development, and most importantly, how to preserve genuine emotions in an increasingly commercialized art world. Books' words replace words. At the same time, Sam started writing his second book, not a travelogue or memoir like the last time, but a collection of short stories inspired by everyday encounters. A taxi driver talking about his dream of becoming a poet, a coffee shop owner who lost her husband but still writes love letters every day, a 15-year-old boy playing guitar on the street. Each story bears the mark of a man who has gone through glory and loneliness, and still retains compassion. Red Heart fans still remain, and love more. Although he no longer appears on television, Sam's social media accounts still receive thousands of comments every day. Fans share old photos, memories of his role as Jamie, and his inspirational quotes. In particular, the controversial post has now become a symbol of courage, daring to be vulnerable, daring to speak the truth. A middle-aged fan wrote, Sam, you made me understand that it's okay to need to hear that you matter. Thank you for speaking up, for yourself, and for all of us. Crystal Ball, a long-awaited return. As the year-long hiatus drew to a close, Sam posted a short status. I heard you. Thank you for not leaving. Fans were immediately excited. Rumors of an art film he directed began to swirl. Will this be the coming of age of Sam Heughan, not just as an actor, but as a true artist? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. Sam Heughan, with all his honesty, vulnerability and determination, has become a new model of the artist who dares to be real in a glamorous world.